I lived down there in Evergreen Retirement. I lived down there for, I guess, about 9 years. And like I said, the traffic was so bad down there. I don't mean the driving traffic, it was the other parts of the traffic. And they kept this part up here clean. There was not the busyness of everything that was going on down there up here. And I come up here one day and walked in and I was like, well, this feels like home. This, really feels like home. So I talked to Renee and got me an application and she filled it out. And a few weeks later or a month later, she called me and told me, she said, you got approved. And they couldn't have made a woman any happier when I moved myself up here.
Some of my friends in Belleville had actually people stay here before and enjoyed it, and so they suggested, and they brought me over, and I filled out an application, met Renee, and yeah, it was good. That worked out for me very well. My apartment, well, first of all, it's mine, and I have been a mom and a grandma forever. And so having my own places has been very good for my independence, and it's a setup just for me. And it is ADA, so any bad times that you have where it's difficult, it makes it a little easier. And it's a comfy, clean apartment.
Yeah, I mean, I love my apartment, and I guess I'm like her. It's mine. I walk in, I shut the door, and I've got it now fixed to where it's just me, it's my environment, and I have a little toy poodle that, he's part of my family, and I don't know, it's the environment, it's my home. That's my home, like her, for the first time, since I've been a grandma too,
Well, we're sitting right now in the senior center, and so that's a good thing to we have meals here every day of the week, and on the weekends I love football, and so we get together and we have snacks and things like that. So
she's a great host. Let me tell you, she is a great host when it comes to football.
I'm a foodie and a football fan, so we have a good time, and we have 3 floors here, and so there's people that come down, and they come down for lunch, but even for fellowship time and getting together and everything, it's a nice community in this building.
Well, like her, we do the food here 5 days a week. We serve individuals on all 3 floors. They come in, they eat, we all fellowship, we get along, and at times, I guess it was one time, we all got out in the yard and played badminton. It's like a community that comes together when one's hurt, one's sick, we all come together. And I don't know, it's comfortable, it's home. I mean, I don't know how else to put it.
It is, and the neighbors, it's great to have neighbors.
Yeah, it is, if you need something, you knock on the door and they'll come and they'll help you, and a lot of places you don't have that. You can't depend on anybody, but it's pretty much convenient, like she said, we got people that'll drive us. We got ARTC that will take us somewhere. So it's all really convenient. I would not be able to make it on my own, on the outside, living somewhere else. Because with what I earn a month, that's rent for one house outside. And there would be no way for me to make it. So without affordable housing, I'd probably be just out there or living with my daughter, and you just can't afford it on the outside.
I think like her, I would be living with one of my kids, because coming from California, it's very expensive, and being on Social Security is not easy. It's very fixed and controlled, and so this gives me an opportunity to be more independent and to have my own little home. It's an apartment, it's rented, but it's my home, and it just, if I did have to pay a full board rent, it would not be an apartment, it would be a room, and it would probably be with one of my kids. So this is a blessing, and we like
it. Has been. It's been a real good blessing, because like she said, it gives you your independence. Like me, I'm on Social Security, and with what I make, it does all I can just to make ends meet now. And that's with affordable housing. So, I mean, I'd be living with my daughter. You know, that's the only other way that I would be able to do it.